content marketing for dummies. That's pretty much what I want to talk about right now. Content marketing for dummies. Interesting topic that I want to, I guess, share my expertise on of understanding the market. When it comes to, I guess, being a content creator on social media, right? It really don't require any talent whatsoever. You're not really required to have any skills, any original talent, or anything like that. In today's day, when it comes to content marketing, pretty much all you got to do is just find out what other people are doing, right? Again, no talent is required, no experience or anything. All you have to do is go on social media, right? See what other people are doing, what other people are talking about, and just copy what everybody else is doing. You don't have to have any talent. That's just how it is in today's day. Again, if you want to be successful as a content creator, I really don't know why they call it a content creator in today's day. I don't really understand why. I think that it needs to be updated to just copy what other people do, because that's pretty much what it is on social media. It's like on social media, right? If I can just kind of park right here and just talk about these things. On social media, what I find is that pretty much everybody's doing the same thing. There's really no original talent. There's nothing original. It's like everyone is just following what the other person is doing, but everybody calls themselves a content creator. But they're not really creating anything, at least anything original, right? And it's gotten so bad now that there's no originality to anything that's being created. And everything has been dumbed down to the point where people that are actually talented aren't rewarded for their talent. Their creative genius is not accepted anymore. It's almost like you have to dumb down everything in order to get people to even view it now. And I think this is really bad, especially for content creation, to be quite frank, because now people are no longer, I guess, being creative. There's no process anymore when it comes to content. It's like, let's just do what people want to see. And that right there, to me, is bad business. But that's just the way it is right now. Pretty much today, if you want to be a successful content creator, you have to pretty much make content that people want to see. Now, I want you to think about how that makes sense, because it don't make sense. As a content creator, you should be able to make content that you feel in your heart express the creativity that you have. You should be able to express your talent. For example, if you're making a song and you're singing about an experience you have, you should be able to sing from the heart based on what you feel, not based on what someone else would like. You get what I'm saying? Because if you sing what someone else would like, then you're not really expressing who you are, which means you're not displaying your talent, but instead you're just going with the flow. You're just doing what is accepted. For example, if everyone loves drama, gossip, celebrity news, then guess what's going to happen to creativity? It's going to die because everyone is doing the same thing. So when you look all over social media, what do you see everybody doing? Celebrity gossip, celebrity news, he said, she said, bochinche, drama. And it's like, it's so oversaturated with the same thing. It becomes difficult to, I guess, choose who you're going to view, because they're all saying the same thing. They're all talking about the same topics. For example, you have some new information about P. Diddy that just came out. right? Everybody's going to talk about it, including myself. You know why? Because the people are accustomed to messages that are the same. So now when you go to a content creator, everybody's talking about the same topics. Nobody is really original. So it's like going to different content creators to hear a different perspective. That's content now. It's amazing, but I don't know what it is about today's marketing, but when it comes to content marketing, it's no wonder why they say for dummies, because people are not understanding original content from regurgitated messages that everybody's doing. Now, it's one thing when you review content, for example, doing reactionary videos, and you offer a professional's perspective from your experiences, from your knowledge base, that is original content. That right there is original. What I find on social media is that people are not really offering any educational value. They're just giving the viewer like some sort of high, like a drug. It's like they're not offering any expertise, any wisdom, anything that can make the viewer a better person. They're just feeding your curiosity to give you that high for the moment. In other words, P. Diddy is sleeping with men. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what he got to say. What? He did what? He's sleeping with men? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. I knew it. I knew he was sleeping with men. This is crazy, y'all. P. Diddy's out there sleeping with men. Now, notice what that does. It dumbs you down because, okay, P. Diddy is sleeping with men. Okay, what exactly is the educational value that made you a better person? Nothing. You see that? So what you got is like a rush of some sort of drug that have, I guess, made you feel good about another person's lifestyle, being crazy and hectic and full of drama and chaos. So what we have is a society that is actually just dumbed down. And the way you are able to win in the social media game is you got to dumb down your content. That's the only way. For example, if you're a talented individual that does content, don't expect to be really successful. It's not going to work. You got to go with the flow. So when it comes to content marketing for dummies, you have to go with the flow of the trends that everybody's talking about. And to me, there's no real competition in that because everybody's talking about the same thing. So there's no originality. You know, it's one thing to have like an original show or an original plan and it's yours. You made it. It's yours. Nobody can mimic it because you did it. It's your thing. But when everybody's doing the same exact thing, right? It's like they're robots. And that's where it is in today's day. We live in a culture now where content creation has become difficult for the people that have talent because the viewer have been dumbed down by society. So the viewer is no longer looking at talent. They don't want to see talent. They don't want to see anything that's creative. Content now is pretty much anything that keep your mind preoccupied and keep it dormanted in a world where you're not focused on growth, your education, your money, your physical health, and you're just lost in a world of madness. Yes, a dopamine rush. And it's like you're just in a world where, and what's sad about this, ladies and gentlemen, is the people that do this, they know what they're doing to you. You have a lot of content creators. I would say about 80%. About 80%, they usually do this. And they keep you high. They keep you on this drug. And they're not really talented individuals. And what's sad about this is they get rewarded all the time. They get all the views, they get all the ratings, they get all the notoriety. But then the people that got the real talent, nobody notices them. And it becomes very frustrating because it's like, well, if I can't beat them, might as well I join them, right? Are you seeing how that works? In other words, if I don't get no views for the talent that I have, then might as well I just join the dumb down party and do the same nonsense. I mean, of course, you'll accept it, right? Because that's what you want anyway, right? Because it's not really about showing your creativity. It's not about showing your talent, because nobody really accepts talent anymore. When we see people that have talent, we normally hate. You know how that go when you're talented. People normally hate you and be like, nah, I don't want to support that because he's displaying too much talent. You know what I mean? Man, look at this guy. Man, yeah, he's really good at what he's doing, but I don't want him to feel like he got talent. I don't want him to feel like he's good at what he do, because if we make him feel good that he's talented, then he's going to outdo all of us non-talented people. Are y'all seeing how that works? It's absolutely crazy, fam. So if you want to be successful as a content creator in today's day, my advice is that you got to join the Dumb Down Club. You got to join the Dumb Down Club. You got to dumb down everything you do. If you do music and you're a musician, you got to go with the trends. That's right. You got to go with what everybody else likes. You know, not what you like, not what's in your heart. You got to go with what everyone else like. If Tyler Perry is being successful doing crazy movies, your movies better be just like that. If not, it's not going to be successful. I'm sorry. It's not going to be successful. So I need for you guys to really understand how this works. When it comes to content, you have to begin to open up your mind and recognize that joining the ranks of dummies is the only way for you to really, truly be successful on social media. So if you want to be a TikToker or a YouTuber or Instagrammer, you're going to have to dumb down anything you do, because that's the only way people are going to understand it. You got to dumb it down. You got to make it accessible to like a 5-year-old. That's how low you got to go. You can't be educated. You cannot be a person that teach truth. Truth is not accepted on social media. If you're a truth teller, a person that have morals, values, if you're trying to educate people, that's not accepted. Nobody want to hear that. We want to hear drama. We want to hear chaos. We want to hear he said, she said, who slept with who. That's the kind of content everybody want to hear. We want to hear about who's gay. We want to hear about who broke up with who cheated on whose relationship. If your content don't have any sort of elements of those things, it's not going to be successful. Right? And we don't want to hear dating advice that really works. We want to hear dating advice that don't work because we really want to have our ears tickled. That's another thing, guys. If you want to be successful, you got to tickle everyone's ears. You got to make them feel good. You know, that's just the way it is. You got to make your viewer feel good. That's the only way they're going to view your content. You got to make them feel like they're good. You know, don't ever tell them the truth now. Because if you tell them the truth about themselves, they're not going to view your content anymore. Once you tell them the truth and they feel like you're correcting them or you're rebuking them, or don't even open a Bible scripture. If you do that, you lost everybody. If you talk about God, forget about it. Nobody want to hear about God. Nobody want to hear about morals and values. So you don't want to do that. So, hey, I hope that this short live is able to help you in your career on social media, because once again, guys and ladies, if you display talent, I'm talking about real creative work, nobody cares about that. They will gravitate towards the dumbed down content. So you got to dumb down your content. If you want to get views, you got to dumb down your content to the ages of a 5-year-old. Adults are now only capable of watching content that a 5-year-old can watch because they have a short attention span. Matter of fact, it got so bad that now having a short attention span is now bad because the attention span got shorter than the short attention span. It got so bad now, people don't even want to watch a whole video no more. You got to be able to explain 3 hours worth of content in 10 minutes or 5 minutes or even 1 minute. it gotten so bad now that you got to literally, sooner or later, movies as we know it are going to be 1 minute long. Nobody's going to watch a 2-hour movie no more because it takes too long. You know, you got to dumb it down to 1 minute because that's as far as the mind go. The mind continually move back and forth. They can't even hold still. So, hey, I hope that this advice helped you. Again, if you're a content creator, don't waste your time expressing your talent. It's not going to get no views. Nobody's going to care. If you're a musician, don't sing what your heart want you to sing. Don't make beats the way you want. You got to make them the way other producers do it. You know, like in the real world, like how it is in the music business, like if everybody's doing trap music, you got to do the same thing. If everybody's doing drill music, you got to do the same thing. Don't do what you feel in your heart because then you'll be displaying your talent and nobody's going to want to hear that. So, hey, I know it's not fair. I get it. Talent is no longer in. People with no talent are now the success stories all over social media. This is how it is. I mean, hey, when a woman can come online and say, who the F did I marry? And tell a lame story that is totally bogus, where she's the real problem and become successful overnight. Society is finished. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.